I have been thinking for days at a time. There ain't no break that I get when alive. Maybe that's why I barely get sleep or be closing my eyes. And that ain't a lie. That's just the life that I'm living. And even if I'm living high and I'm getting by, while all your bitches be selling and scamming and begging and bribe, what happened to pride is taking a slide. With all of the hate that you keeping aside, I roll Yo, welcome back everybody. It's Tanner Rocks Music with another Top 5 Thursday. And first of all, before we get started, yes, as you can hear, I'm just getting over being sick, so my voice is still coming back. I was coughing up a lung a couple days ago. I'm not anymore. I had to cancel Trivia Tuesdays a couple days ago because, I was working a whole bunch and I also wasn't feeling well, so I just didn't want to add too much in there. And I wanted to make it enthusiastic, emphasized. I didn't want to just make it feel like I was just dropping it to drop it. So next week we got trivia coming on Tuesdays. But today, everybody, we got Top 5 Thursdays. And I'm excited for this one. So anybody who knows me knows there's a few things that I really love. Family, music, and gambling, baby. Come on now. And gambling, baby. Obviously, I love a bunch of other things too. But that's the build up into today's Top 5. Today's Top 5 is Tanner Rocks' Top 5 Casinos. Top 5 casinos that I've ever been to, all right? So today I actually got 6. I got an honorable mention. And we're just going to throw the honorable mention out first, get it out there, and then go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Number 6, the honorable mention is the Mint in Kentucky. Me and my boy Tubbs, we did a trip over to Tennessee, seen the Titans game, did some sports bets over there, but there are no casinos in Tennessee, so we traveled up to Kentucky, did the Mint. There was no table games, there was just slots. We won, I think we each won like 50 or 100, so we walked out with a little profit. Nothing special, but it was a new state, a new casino, and actually we got this, not in Kentucky, but we got these hats in Tennessee, and it says Ernest Tubb and my boy Tubbs. So I said, hey, Tubbs, I'm getting this. He walked us in the shop and we bought this in Tennessee, not in Kentucky. But yeah, the Mint was pretty cool in Kentucky. It was different. It was a different state. It was a different vibe, that what we're used to. So I got to give it an honorable mention. But now we're going to get into the big list of casinos. So at number 5 coming in is in Las Vegas, the Aria. I put Aria at number 5 because it was going to be higher, but to be honest, I wasn't really as impressed as everybody was talking about it, right? First of all, I got a comp stay there, which was only supposed to be resort fees, maybe like couple $100 for a weekend. I'm like, all right, I'll take it up. I'll see what it's about. I get there and there's, what was it? I think it was $600 or $700 a night, like a deposit fee or something in case somehow. I'm like, what? That's like over $2,000 that you never told me about before I showed up here that I'm not going to have to, but I'll get it, but you get it back when you leave. That's my gambling money. So that kind of destroyed all of my excitement for the Aria. It's a nice place, nothing against, it's nice if you've got hundreds of thousands of dollars to blow, it's a nice place, but it's overpriced. Everywhere in Vegas now is really overpriced. But the Aria is really hitting you with those hidden fees, and they say it's comped and room, just pay the resort fees, which is like $50 a night or whatever, which equals out to like $200. But then they get you with the, security deposit, not security, I'm tripping, whatever, whatever it is, you give it to them up front, the security up front, and then they hold on to it until you leave. If you trash the room or whatever, they take out what they need. But I'm like, why don't you just charge one upfront fee instead of every single night? Or how about you don't charge me nothing? You have my credit card on file, and then if I mess up shit in the room, you charge my card. But yeah, that's the Aria at number 5. Number 4, Caesar's Palace. Again, in Vegas, baby. Caesar's Palace, because I'm a big sports bettor. I'm a big sports gambling guy. I like sports betting, and Caesar's Palace is top tier for that. Their sports book is absolutely the best. It's the one I'm most comfortable with. I've hit the most wins on. So Caesars, and it is really structured, a nice place. Architecturally, it's designed beautifully. They've got the security. They've got, no random person's getting in there. It's got great security. gosh, I don't want to say attendants. I'm spacing on a word, but like the attendants, the assistants that'll help you out, get to where you're trying to go, find the tables, the slots, the rooms, the bathrooms, the, counter, whatever you need, food. They're there to help you out. And I do like the layout of it too. Me and my boy Tubbs are walking around there too. It's like we're table guys, so it's like a big circle for the tables, and then you can break off in different directions outside of the tables for like go over here for the buffet, and then keep going around the tables, and boom, here's slots, and boom, here's horse races, boom, here's sports bets. So I like the layout of Caesars. Number 4, that was Caesar's Palace. Number 3, staying local for this one, Washington State, the Muckleshoot Casino and Resort. I put Muckleshoot at number 3. To be honest, some people may think it's higher than what it should be on the list. The Muckleshoot is a great casino. I'll be honest, right? It's local. It's close. I go to it all the time. I need a damn haircut. I get a haircut. I go to it all the time. So it's not like, something where it's like you got to plan a special trip to. I know the layout of there. The people know me. It got to the point where, so I said, and number 4 was Caesar's Palace, right? Well, and number 3 is Muckleshoot. When I go to Muckleshoot, I make sports bets. And my sports bets are through Caesar's Sportsbook. I got the card. I got everything, right? Another casino in Washington State that everybody else goes to that's a lot closer to where I live, they do DraftKings. I don't mess with DraftKings. I mess with Caesar Sportsbook. So I go to Muckleshoot, right? You better to catch that in before I tell you this part. I would get there. I'd get off work at 7 a.m. from a graveyard. And this is NFL season. So like this coming September, it's been the past 3 years, right? I'll get there about maybe 7:45, a little after 7, a little before 8 a.m., right? The machines technically don't open until 9 a.m. The machines to make your sports bets. Everybody knows Tanner Ox and the Browns are coming in at 8 a.m. They got me that one special machine inside because they got a whole bunch of those kiosks like outside in the slots area you can go to. I think there's like 30 of them, 35. They don't open any of those till 9. I get a special. I get to go inside the actual, like if you go back even more, like away from those kiosks, there's like the actual Caesar Sportsbook lounge area where you can get food. There's like 8 big ass TVs. You can sit and lounge. And then back in the corner, there's only 3 kiosks. Well, the middle kiosk is your boy Tanner Ox's and the Cleveland Browns parlays for every Thursday morning at 8 a.m. when I go for the NFL season. So the customer service is absolutely impeccable at Muckleshoot. I love it. I would never think about going anywhere else for, especially my sports bets. But even, if I've had a problem, I talk to the people and they get it solved. Even if there's no problem, I'll talk to the people and say, hey, I really like how this is done. And then you'll see more of that happening, Security is up notch. The parking is now great, but it was a time where I was like, what the hell, man, this parking is crazy. The resort, I've honestly only been in the hotel section of it once because I live so close. I don't really spend money to stay a night at a hotel when I can just come back home. But the Muckleshoot is number 3. I love it. It's amazing, and I've won and probably lost a good amount of money there too. Number 2. I'm probably going to say this wrong, so if there's any French people watching this, correct me. Number 2 casino, I got to look at this because I'm going to... Barrière-la-Rue. Barrière-la-Rue. I'm not going to try it anymore. I'm going to embarrass myself continuing. But back in 2022, I went to Nice, France with some music buddies. And right down the road from where we were staying was a casino. And so on the last day before I had to head out at like 4 a.m. and we were just getting back from a night out. It was probably like 1 a.m. We stopped at the casino Barrière-la-Rue in Nice. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. God, you talk about exquisite architectural and puts any single casino in Vegas to shame. Makes it look like an ant on a molehill. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. Just the extent. I can't, like, I'm spazzing out just flashing back thinking about it. Like, when you, I don't know how many people go to casinos too much but a lot of people, like, that I know go to the Muckleshoot and they got, like, but regardless, wherever you go, they've got, like, that virtual gambling section, right? So you don't have to sit at an actual table with an actual dealer and a bunch of people. You can sit around, like, a bunch of computers, and you can make your blackjack bets, you can make your roulette bets. Well, a lot of them are just like one circle, or like a couple of different circle sections where it can fit like 5 or 10 people. Or maybe there's a long table that fits like 20. Or maybe there's, rows that fit 6 per row and they go 10 back, whatever, right? This one, just for the roulette, was like stories up. You had like, I think it was like 8 in a row or something like that. And you had 3 rows right here. And then you walked up like a level, and then you had more seats for roulette. And then more, it had like 5 or 6 levels just for roulette. Just for roulette. I'm not talking like whole stories. I'm talking like, just little sections that fit just about like 8x3 seats. But still, the architecture of that, and the just pure awe that I was in, and how many people were there. It was packed, man. It was packed. Wow, it was amazing. I loved it. That was very close to number 1 casino, and I would put it at number 1, but you'll see why not once we get to this. Number 1 casino I've ever been to is the Mandalay Bay in Vegas. And here's why. Not because it's super exquisitely nice and the great customer service, and not because of, the layout or anything like that. I am a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. All right? At almost every casino I've been to, from either the food I've bought, the accessories, the clothes, maybe, the hotel I stayed at, whatever, it's either an even or a slight net negative. There's a few times I break significant net positive, right? Which kind of equals out, but we won't get into all that right now. The Mandalay Bay is one of the only casinos in history I have guaranteed 100% net max positive. I made one bet in the Mandalay Bay. I sat down at the roulette table with my boy Tubbs, and I asked this lady sitting next to me. First of all, I put 1,000 on black, because I told my boy Tubbs said something about the Simpsons is this Bart bet where he puts 500 on red or something. I said, red? I'm putting 1,000 on black. And he goes, no, it's 500, Ox, not 1,000. I put 1,000 on black. And then there's a fine lady sitting next to me. I said, hey, what number should I put it on? I'm putting it on black. She had 17. That's my birthday. So I put 100 on black, 17, and I let the dealer spin the thing, spin the rule. Spun it. Boom, it's going. I'm feeling nice. I'm feeling on one. I see it hits black. Whoa, let's go. That's 1K. Let's go. I'm cheering. I'm hooting and hollering. Now people are walking around, right? And the dealer says, you better thank her. And I'm looking, and everybody's like, jaw to the floor, and it's a black 17, baby. So not only did I hit that 1,000, I hit that 100 on black 17, which is 36 to 1 odds, so $3,600, and that was all from 1,100 bet, which was very stupid. Don't bet that much unless you've got that much to blow, but it worked out that time. And for that specific reason only, the Mandalay motherfucking Bay is my number 1 favorite casino that I've ever been to. So there's been a bunch of wonderful casinos. I'm not here advising or, promoting gambling in any sorts. If you're struggling with gambling, reach out, get some help, because it is an addiction that people do struggle with. I want to say, by me by me giving these top 5 of my favorite casinos, I'm not trying to promote gambling. I'm saying, it's a hobby I have. I can afford it. It's what I do, but I'm not out here trying to get people, to go in debt because of gambling. Or, oh, Tanner Ox said the Mandalay Bay is a winner. I want to go there. Like, nah. If it's what you love, do it. But don't do it because I said to do it. Those are just my favorite casinos. It's a hobby that I have. Some people like, watching birds. Some people like building wood. Some people like doing other hobbies that cost money, and mine is a lot and a certain amount of my finances to gambling. But yeah, those are my top 5 favorite casinos that I've ever been to, with an honorable mention, number 6, the Mint. So thank you guys again for tuning in to Top 5 Thursdays. Again, I apologize for the trivia on Tuesdays not coming out. I was under the weather. I had a lot of work going on, so I just didn't want to I wanted to come with a clear head and as much emphasis and excitement as energy as possible. So thank y'all for tuning in. Let me know in the comments, like if you do go to casinos, what's your favorite casinos? What's your experiences with these casinos that I've listed? If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. So I appreciate y'all. Much love. Much respects. Until next time, everybody. Ox.
I have been thinking for days at a time. There ain't no break that I get when alive. Maybe that's why I barely get sleep or be closing my eyes. And that ain't a lie. That's just the life that I'm living. And even if I'm living high and I'm getting by, while all your bitches be selling and scamming and begging and bribe, what happened to